Hey guys, what's going on? It's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training, and today I have some baseball throwing tips for you that are going to help you improve your accuracy and your velocity, okay? So let's jump right into the video. The very first tip that I have for you is you always want to be in a good throwing position, right? Similar to basketball when they tell you always be in a position to shoot. Well, that's the same way we always want to be in a good throwing position. So whenever we have the baseball, a good throwing position is your hands, and your glove in front of your chest. You're looking towards your target, okay? We don't want our hands down here, or we don't want them back here, or anything awkward like that. You just want your hands, comfortably in front of your chest. You want to have a good four-seam grip and ready to make a throw, okay? So anytime you have the baseball, you want to be in a good, solid throwing position, okay? Another throwing tip that I have for you is you always want to keep your feet and your shoulders and everything square to your target. I see this a lot with infielders in particular. They're probably the worst at it, right? A lot of the times they'll field the ground ball, especially when they're going to their left. They'll field a ground ball like this, and then they're trying to throw to first base, and they kind of hop, and they never get their shoulders and everything actually square towards their target. And a lot of times they'll end up throwing the ball like this, and then they throw it to the right of their target, or it's not, on line, okay? So if you want to really improve your accuracy, no matter what position you play, I promise you can do that easily if you make sure that your feet and your hips and your shoulders and everything is square to your target, okay? So we're in a good throwing position and everything is squared up to your target, just like you're shooting a gun, just like you'd be shooting a bow and arrow, right? You don't want to have, I'm not throwing like this and having my feet not square to my target, or I'm not, too closed off like this. If you're either one of those extremes, it's really going to hinder your velocity and your accuracy. So keep everything facing your target in line. That's really going to help you. Another tip, I see a lot of youth players, when they go to take the ball out of their glove, a lot of the times what they'll do is they'll bring it back like this, okay? They'll bring it back with their fingers facing their target like this, almost like they're wrapping the baseball a little bit. That's not very good on your arm, okay? That's not a good, powerful, strong throwing position. The way that you actually want to take the ball out of your glove, it's easy to think about it this way, okay? Is number one, our arms break equal and opposites, right? And when we break our throwing hand out of our glove, we want to point our fingers towards the ground for as long as possible. So towards the ground for as long as possible, and then our fingers are actually going to end up facing second base or center field. They're facing behind us. So I'm throwing this way, they're facing behind, and then eventually, obviously, they start turning and you make your throw. But you don't want to bring the ball out of your glove like this, like a shot put or something like that. You want to have your fingers face the ground for as long as possible, and then eventually they're facing towards center field. Okay, then, so we have the ball out of our glove, right? So we're in a good throwing position, all right? And then what you want to do is you want to almost bring your chest to your glove, okay? Don't rip your glove this way. Bring your chest to your glove, just slightly kind of tuck in your glove as you go to throw. So my elbow's facing my target, then my chest kind of goes towards my glove, and I tuck my glove in, and then I make my good solid throw. Now you really want to focus on, to add a couple miles an hour at the end, you really want to focus on pulling down and kind of having a relaxed hand and wrist and fingers, and really snap and pull down with your wrist and your fingers, okay? You should really feel, when you release the baseball, you should really feel these two fingers, your index and your middle finger, you should feel them kind of push the baseball out of your hands. You should feel something right where your fingers connect with the laces, okay? There should definitely be some friction there, and if there's not, then you're probably leaving a few miles an hour on the table. So you want to feel that friction and really, snap with your wrist and pull down with your fingers. That's going to help you with your velocity. And finally, guys, when we release the baseball, we want to point towards our target. I see a lot of players, they let go of the ball and they kind of, pull their hand in their left pocket, or, they're not following through, they're not following their throw. And if you want to improve your accuracy, what you need to do is point towards your target, okay? And you release the ball. As soon as the ball comes out of our hand is actually going to turn slightly this way, okay? You see Derek Jeter, every single time he plays catch, or played catch, I should say, and he releases the ball, and you'll see his fingers kind of go down like this, and he's pointing towards his target, just like that. That's exactly what you want to be. That's a great position to finish. Boom, just like that, facing your target, okay? One more time. Boom, just like that. So fingers down, you're pronating your wrist like this, and that's a great position. So hopefully these throwing tips help you you out. Hopefully they improve your velocity, improve your accuracy. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave me a thumbs up, okay? Be sure you're subscribed, and if you want to improve your velocity more, if you want a full throwing workout, then click on this button right here. That'll take you to my website. It's not going to work if you're on a mobile device, so if you are, don't worry, click on the very first link in the description below this video. But that'll take you to my site. All I need is your email address, and I'll send you a full, complete throwing workout that's going to help you improve your velocity, okay? So go grab your free throwing workout, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the other side.